Hello, everyone. New topic, a new talk, talk tick. I don't know what I just did there. Anyways, this is only for certain type of people. If you're not that certain type of person, then be on your way. So, what I would like to talk about today is what will video games progress to? So, pretty much, I was playing some video games. I was playing some Smash Bros. And I was like, yo, what will video games progress to? Because I was thinking about all the games that I played in my lifetime. And I noticed that when I was younger, the graphics were a lot worse. But back then, they seemed the best they could be. And then they just kept getting better and better. And that's why I was always like, oh, a big wow factor because the graphics are getting better and better. At this point, they're such a high peak where it's at the point where video games look like body cam footage. There's clips of videos where it literally looks like just body cam footage, but it's a video game. So it's coming to me like, what will video games be? How how will they look in about 20 years? Maybe 20, 25 years? How will it appear? Will it appear as just you're straight up, where you straight up cannot tell reality from game? And it makes you wonder, like, what if you were in a game right now? What if it was actually at a point where you're in a game right now where your game was living a chill life, and then outside of the game, take off your helmet, and then it's like a crazy demonized hellscape with all this horrible things going on and torture, and this was your little moment of peace. You got to live a full life of just being chill. Could you imagine? Like you just take off your helmet or your VR set, and the whole time it's actually living in a horrible, horrible, fiery pit. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm just saying. Could you imagine if you took off your VR set and that's what your life was? It was so advanced. Okay, maybe you didn't take it off and it was like a fiery torture pit, but maybe it was just like a whole different life in the future. But either way, it would suck. You know what I mean? You take off your helmet and it's not your life. You're living some altered timeline life where your VR set makes it seem like everything that's going on in the past minute has actually been going on for a whole lifetime. You know what I mean? Or what if it comes to a point where like you or what well, imagine if it came to a point where video games were so advanced that they created life as an actual game character, as in you, the person controlling the character designs the character, and then that character, the video game actually creates a life, and then you end up controlling that life from like a different dimension or something like that. Imagine, I'm not saying this is how it will I'm not saying this is how it will be guaranteed. I'm just saying a hypothetical because of how advanced video games are already getting and how advanced they're getting so fast. Imagine you were to die, and then after you die you wake up, right? And you wake up and there's some whole other entity, whole other being, and he's looking at you and he tells you, you were my character. And you're like, what? And say you died at 87 years old. He's like, yeah, I made it to level 87, pretty good, right? And you're like, oh my god. He's like, yeah, say you had a million in the bank. He's like, yeah, I had a million XP or a million points or something. Imagine how wild that would be. Like he says, yeah, I think you're a cool looking guy, or a cool looking woman. I created your character to look exactly like this, and this is how our game works. It creates a whole world for just your character, and we pretty much control your character. Now this is it. This is the end of it. You know, how could you even fathom that? Like that is a lot to take in. A lot to take in. I don't know how I'd fathom it. It just really had me thinking. Like, what will games really come to? That would be pretty cool though if it came to that. Where I wouldn't play that game, to be honest. That I don't know how that wow that would be fun, but I wonder what other kind of games would be around if that game was a possibility. I wonder what other kind of games would be around that would also be able to play. You know, maybe I get to actually fight Kratos in. Actually, no, I wouldn't want to fight Kratos. Never mind. I was gonna say in a real life setting, but that would I don't see a lot. No, that would suck. But you know, do something fun. Hopefully, it doesn't come to the point though where it sucks everyone up to be obsessed with it 24/7. Well, I'm sure there's always gonna be people that wouldn't it wouldn't come to that. I think we'd have to trust people that no matter how crazy video games would get, there'll always be people that will regulate. You know, because a lot of cool stuff to do in the world. But video games are fun too, so I'm also excited to see what that will come to. But anyways, that is the end of my talk for certain type of people. For those type of people, you know who you are. I would like to say at the end of the video, do not like and do not subscribe. Just click the back button and get out of here. I hope you're having a good day and forget this channel exists. Goodbye.